If you like the video, then please consider supporting Slopes Game Room on Patreon.
I wanna take you for a ride.
We all have the ability to start a crowdfunding campaign, the ability to make a video and sell our brilliant new idea to the world. And although sometimes that works out pretty great, other times not so much. And today, we're going to once again look into those awesome gadgets that really do give sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo the backbone of their appealability. Oh yes, it's Go-Go Gadget Scam time, as we follow on from the very last episode in the Kickstarter series with... Hi everyone, I'm DJ Slope from Slope's Game Room, and this is another 4 crazy Kickstarter gadgets that never delivered. Welcome to Slope's Game Room. Yep, you read the title correctly. The Saliva Scanner. Not exactly the nicest product to be fair, but something that Richard Klein, head of Klein Electronics, decided to start a crowdfunding campaign on. So, what's the deal?
Historically, I have been a super sensitive person when it comes to germs and food, and hyper aware of how my food is prepared in particular. Consider the worst case scenario, someone actually spitting on your food. Although disgusting, the health concerns far outweigh this now. With Ebola being the present pandemic, we know now it's transmitted through body fluids. You need to know if there's human saliva on your food.
Right, okay. Asking for $85,000 but only getting $304 from 8 backers, it seems that I am not the only skeptical guy behind this. Now I'm sure there is some actual scientific evidence to this, but can this scanner actually scan through food? I mean, you're going to have to seriously piss someone off to get them to not only spit in your food, but to not actually hide the spit in your food? Am I overthinking this thing? Tell me in the comments if I am. It just seems incredibly unrealistic if you ask me. But, you know, whatever. Kickstarter rules do state you cannot kickstart a product without a working prototype, right? Well, check this out.
Although we have finished the development of the housing itself and the laser, this new biosensor is going to take some R&D, software coding, and development of the refractive scanner, as well as application development. In fact, we have a patent pending on the device now. We need your help to pay for the development of this product.
Shall we analyse that? The housing that holds all the internals is done, but the internals are not. Besides the laser, that is. All they need to do now is hire people to make the product. Brilliant. Just look at Richard Go typing away and researching phlegm. Yes, typing away. The whole project stinks, and not only did the 8 backers that believed in the project not get their Saliva Scanner or Saliva Scanner t-shirt because, you know, it didn't hit target, but also that one backer that pledged $199 to go to the Spitting Las Vegas launch party also never got his spit designed swag either. Right guys, with all this talk of spit, I'm really starting to feel a little bit queasy. Should we move on? Sometimes a project gets suggested that is perfectly stupid. It fills me with excitement to basically just tell you guys about it. So how stupid is this? Well, this Indiegogo campaign needed $30,000 but only got 2% of that when 6 backers pledged $675. And before we go ahead, it's not necessarily a case of running away with your money or overpromising. It's just stupid.
Hi, welcome to our Kickstarter.
We at Flareon have been working hard to revolutionize the way music is sold in stores.
Stay tuned to find out how the Flareon music player will replace CDs.
So, The Flareon music player is finally the world's answer to music CDs. Yep, no more having to go outside of your house to buy a £10 album of your favourite artist, because now you can buy one of these disposable MP3 players instead. And what's better is that Indiegogo backers only have to pay $50 for an early bird version of the credit card shaped player. But of course, $75 for the standard one. And the campaign itself even suggests that you can put the music from the Flareon player onto your computer or iPod. Wait, I don't know where to start with this one. In one world, who's going to walk around with a freaking fat wallet full of heavy, cheap feeling crappy MP3 players of their favourite tunes, pay well over 4 to 5 times the price of a normal album or CD or download, but most mentally of all is that the creators do in fact not live under the world's biggest rock and do know that MP3 players already exist. So who the hell is this throwaway product for? Well, perhaps it's the stupid individual that thinks a throwaway MP3 player is actually environmentally friendly just because it uses landfill plastic. Oh, guys, I'm done. Done.
Share the video. It's free and easy. I promise.
Thank you very much.
I love you.
Right, let's get this one over with. Boxy Bed is a box that acts as a bed for your cat. Apparently nobody likes old crappy Amazon boxes lying around that you get for free, so Michael and Kelly decided to create a box that just about fits a cat, paint it with boring colours and charge you $35 plus shipping for the privilege. It's a box, simple as that, but the difference is that this box has a ridge cut out of it for the cat's head. There's a built-in scratcher at the bottom and ridged edges for your cat to rub its face all over, which they've decided to market as an actual selling point. Ooh, let's not forget that this box is 600% stronger than my box. Hang on a minute, how do you know what kind of box I use to trap my cats in? Come on, guys, what the hell is wrong with some people? Well, hold your horses. What makes this Kickstarter crazier is the fact that it needed $50,000 to reach its goal. Are you serious? $50,000 to manufacture colourful boxes? Something like this surely does not need that sort of money to get funded, am I right? $50,000? More like 15,000. That would have been far more acceptable in my eyes. But if that was the case, then 324 backers that managed to get $16,377 would have actually helped fund this non-invention. The funny thing is, your cat is no doubt more likely going to be playing in the box that this box comes in. Sorry for adding this one in here, guys. I tell you what, class this one as a freebie. It barely even qualifies as a gadget. I just thought it was bloody stupid and I wanted to tell you all about it. I promise I will redeem myself in the very next segment. Right, okay. This is more like it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Phil Brady, and although his campaign video shot in his car isn't exactly the best, this guy isn't about fancy production values. This guy is all about turning your standard computer chair into what is obviously the most comfortable exercise chair going. So, how much was he asking for? Surprisingly, he's only asking for $15,000. However, he sadly didn't get it done as only 6 backers pledged a total of $86. This is the reward that some of those backers backed. For $20, you obviously don't get the chair, but instead you get all of the documents on how Phil made the chair. So basically, you can go make one yourself. Okay, that's a pretty decent reward if you ask me. However, if you want one yourself, then you're gonna have to spend $4,000 and live in New York. Needless to say, nobody pledged this amount. None of us like passwords. They're bloody annoying. Having to change your once simple password to at least 8 characters long to then include a number and of course that all important special character. That is before you have to redo it all several weeks later. It's a pain in the bloody arse having to confirm your email link on your phone, all just so you can forget it 5 times in a row to get locked out of whatever site you're surfing. Yep. This is all common knowledge, and let's be honest, one of the biggest first world problems out there. Well, with every problem that needs solving, a whole heap of inventors come to the rescue to save the day by starting up Kickstarters to remedy the issue. In fact, if you simply type the word password into Kickstarter, you get 83 results. 83 examples of projects with varying levels of success aiming to help take the stress out of password memorization. There's successful projects like the Enigmaze, which is essentially a small book of jumbled up letters so you can create your own random assortment to block your trusted websites. Let's just hope you don't ever lose that book. Or if that seems like too much work for you, why not go see this guy who will create passwords for you using a system called Diceware, where you'll roll dice several times to give you a combination of results, making your password mostly unique. But why should you spend money on a Diceware password instead of, just making one yourself?
You can definitely make one for yourself. I started this business because my mom was too lazy to roll dice so many times, so she paid me to roll dice and make passwords for her. Then I realised that other people wanted them too.
Selling passwords to your mum? Come on, mate. So go on then, how many people are actually interested in this? Right, let's get to the main Kickstarter, shall we? Introducing My ID Key, a small USB device with a fingerprint reader and voice recognizing software that when plugged into your PC auto-fills in password boxes with the relevant information. It did insanely well during its Kickstarter campaign, pulling in $473,333 of a $150,000 campaign from 3,927 backers. But, just like most innovative startup companies with a new idea like this, Kickstarter wasn't the final figure. Because after winning several awards at the 2013 Consumer Electronics Show, it impressed so much that it was able to pull in a further $3 million in startup capital from investors in the project. Wow, not bad, guys. Now, one of Kickstarter's rules when launching a campaign like this is that the creator must have a functional prototype. And these guys had exactly that. Hence why they got so much from investors too. In fact, according to Arcami Inc., the company creating the product, the only real issue is the components inside, which they hinted could cause delays, and as long-time watchers of this show will know, delays are really not a big deal in my eyes. Unless, of course, you're John K. Oh, don't you worry, sunshine. You will get your time in the Kickstarter spotlight soon enough. So, with everything going so well for the company, what went wrong? Well, it was all due to this guy, one Benjamin Chen, the CEO. It was agreed that Benjamin here was able to take a more hands-on day-to-day approach in the development of the product. And although a prototype was made way back when, it was decided that with all of this extra cash that they would redesign it over and over and over and over again. This was the final product, and with so many additional features added, upgraded hardware, upgraded firmware, and constantly changing of suppliers, what you have is an arguably slicker looking product, but a product that was incredibly buggy and in most cases, it just simply didn't work. The vast majority of this investigation was taken from the site Ars Technica, so big shout out to them. The article goes into detail about how very few people received the product, with practically everyone being unhappy with it, the company obviously running out of money, which resulted in Benji sacking the entire company, including himself, whilst he looked for investors to pick it all back up again. And, according to Benji Boy, the company is
not dead yet, but in deep hibernation. Do you know what the percentage of completion is for Kickstarters in general for technology-based startups? Probably 85% of all startups fail.
So, what's left? Well, you know, all the usual. A Kickstarter with no update since October 2015, a Kickstarter that hasn't been looked at since February 2017, and of course, a Kickstarter that is full of commenters constantly repeating,
I hereby invoke my rights under Kickstarter's terms of use. https://www.
Guys, what are you doing? Why are you even bothering? Just give up.
Campaigns or refund any backer whose refund they do not or cannot fulfill. I demand a full refund for my pledge amount.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. It's the part of the video where I give my usual shout outs to all of my Patreons, but first, a big special shout out goes to my special collaborators for this episode, Tophat Gaming Man, Mike Jeavons, and of course, Professor Juice. If you want to go check out their channels, which I highly suggest that you do, go check the links out in the description. But anyway, back to the Patreons with that special shout out going to June, Rob Jenkins, the Geeky Dad, Robert Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Dunder Control, Todd Paul Float G, Petty Mew, Brian Rawson, Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, John Fuller, Michael, Conrad Constantine, Pretendo64, Mike Fallon, Retro to Next Gen, Zane Powers, Gavin is creamy, but not as creamy as Creamy Elephant, James Loveridge, Casey Garner, Blitz Hedgie, Ben Hall, Gemma at Mr. T-Shirts, Andrew Dalton, Joe Lazares, Ian A. Chapman, Phil Lowlins, Brent Craft, and Ryan Burford. If you want to get your name shouted out, get your name shown, come and see what I'm working on. All of the crazy ideas I always have for episodes, some of which never make it, and be part of the exclusive Discord chat room where we'll be doing quizzes, exclusive Let's Plays, and plenty of other little bits and bobs, then please click the link that you see on the screen. By the way, if you do want to check out the rest of the Discord channel, I've opened that up for everybody that's interested to go and see. Plus, it's the best place to go and showcase your suggestions for future Kick Scammer episodes. But anyway, this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.